Welcome to Cre8tiverse, your home of innovation, creation, and inspiration. So today we are going to be designing this simple logo here. That is a back of a business card, so to say. But the logo is the basis for this tutorial, and it's a beginner-friendly tutorial. I'm going to be introducing you to a simple walk-around of the Adobe Illustrator interface, the Pathfinder patterns, the toolbar or toolbox, depending on what you call it, and some other stuff. All right, so let's dive straight into it. So if you have the Adobe Illustrator, I believe you already have the Adobe Illustrator already installed on your PC. So go to File, New. When you click it, you should have something here, something like this interface. You should have something like this interface. If you don't, click New Document. Yeah, and for the record, let's get this straight, that when it comes to designing, your pixel ratio or measurement of pixels is very, very important. Whether you're using the pixels, points, pickers, whichever, right? I use the pixels most of the time. Some people use inches, feet, and so on and so forth. So I use pixels, and since we're designing the business card in quotes, or since we want to use a business card's dimension as a reference point, it's worthy of note that a business card, the dimension is 1050 by 600. All right, it's 1050 by 600. So if you're designing letterhead, if you're designing whatever, it's very important that you pay cognizance to your width, because take for instance, I'm not going to be printing this, but if it's a business card, you are going to be printing this. So I'm going to be assuming that we are printing this, and if we are printing, of course, RGB is for document that you won't be printing, okay, and CMYK for printed document. I don't know why there's error here, but let's just move on. So yeah, and resolution for printed document is 300, right? And for RGB you can use 72 or 150. So I think at this point you just click create. Okay, so we have this. This is more like the business card resolution or dimension. Let's call it resolution for now. All right, so as you know, we are going to design this. Now, this is not a class where I'll introduce you to the designs of logos, but basically we have different kind of logos. We have the Wordmark, okay, logo. We have other kinds of logos out there, the lettermark and so on and so forth. But let's assume that let's say this is a logo designed for a cartoon brand, in quote, Onie 2 digital cartoon. Let me say this, at the point of creating this video, I don't know of any brand that has this name. So just in case in the future you hear of any brand that is associated with this is for educational purpose. Okay, so it's Onie 2 digital cartoon with the website www.digitalcartoon.com. Okay, I think we should have Onie there. Yeah, we should have Onie there. www.oniedigitalcartoon.com. Okay, yeah, that's all right. So the first we're going to be designing is, first of all, this. We're designing this, the Onie 2, the digital cartoon, the website, base, the pattern, and so on and so forth. So let's dive straight into it. All right, so we're going to be using, of course, first and first, when it comes to branding, typeface is very important. We're going to be sticking to the Roboto typeface. I don't know, I just like the Roboto typeface so much. So we're going to be sticking to the Roboto typeface, and then using different fonts of the Roboto typeface, just in case you don't understand. When we say typeface, everything you have here are called typeface. So this is Roboto typeface here, Mira Pro, Hibo, Futura. Of course, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are my, not just the most recent typefaces I've used, but my favorite. And when you come down here, when you come down here, these are different fonts. I believe that is clear. So you should be able to differentiate between typeface and font. So to get this straight, we are sticking with the Roboto typeface and playing with different fonts of the Roboto typeface, like the bold, the semi-bold, and so on and so forth. So let's move on. All right, let's move on. So we are going to click, that's the text tool, T for the shortcuts. We're going to just type O-N-I-E. I think that I'm correct. Yeah, Onie 2. So of course we're going to make this big. Now I will not be increasing. I could increase it directly from here, putting 150 and so on and so forth. But at the same time I could increase it from this side by pulling this point. But remember to hold Shift in order to deform it. Hold Shift. And we have something like this. All right. Then I'll duplicate. I have my own way of working, but whichever way you choose, it's all right. Don't forget, this is what we are trying to design. So we have this. Okay, so we are going to duplicate we can duplicate by copying Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V if that's what you want, but I prefer holding the Alt and dragging. So we have this. So my reason for this is I want to separate the O from the rest part of the image. So I'll just click here, delete that, click here, delete that. Of course I want this to be a capital letter, the O. So go to my character panel, I can click this if I want, whichever one works for you, it's fine. Okay, so that's that. I might change the typeface of this O, I'm not sure yet, but let's just start first. Let's see if I'm changing that. Let's see the options. Roboto. Okay, was that really Roboto I've been using? Made a mistake. Yeah, sorry, I said Roboto, forgive me. Now you're talking. All right, we have this now, so we can just reposition. So yeah, we're getting close. So the last thing is this 2, Onie 2, right? So let's do this. Let's do this together. So we're going to have let's have a 2 first there. So click my T, have my 2 there. Of course, I'll be sticking with the Roboto still. I have my 2 there. Of course, I will reduce this to. Okay. Then, of course, we are branding. We are designing a logo. So I have this here. Okay. Let's bring this here first. Okay, right. Let's have it here. Yeah. So let's take it to where it belongs. All right, it's good to go. Okay, so yeah. So we have this now, and move it for upward. So we have this now. I think we should begin to put in colors where it belongs. Of course, if I'm designing this from the scratch, then maybe I'll have to come up with this color code myself, a vibrant green and a fairy red. But I think I just got this from ChatGPT. Okay, this is not the brand that exists. Green and red, vibrant green, and that is it. So let's go. So so we're going to have just copy this. Right click, Ctrl+C, I believe it's been copied. Click this, we paste it here. Yeah, so we're getting closer. Yeah, we're getting closer. So come here, do the same. Okay, we'll paste that there. Yeah, we're getting closer. So something else to pay attention to. I think when I designed this, I used bold for this. That is a bold font. Let's see. I used medium. I think I used medium for this, right? Then maybe I used medium for both. Yeah. Then I made the O bigger. I think that was what I did. and maybe O big, I think that's something like this. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Anyways, just for the sake of the tutorial, so let's move on. So just to get something clear, I think I used okay, let's just move on. So we have a 2 here. First, let's move this there. Okay, let's maintain the bold to thereabout. Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, something like this will do. So what next? We want to get this effect here, right? So this is where the Pathfinder comes in. But before then, we're going to draw a kind of bounding box. Give it a different color. Whatever the bounding box color is, we don't care right now. Just you understand that. All right, so we bring the 2 forwards, arrange, bring to front. So we have something that looks like this. Make sure you are okay, because we're going to use the Pathfinder. Okay, between the circle, we're using the circle and the box, and then call it O. But first and first, before we can use the Pathfinder on an alphabet or a letter, the first thing we'll do is to convert them towards an outline. Maybe we should do that for everything. Convert this to an outline. I think that will do us a lot of good. All right, so make sure you're okay with the size of this 2. If you're okay, make sure you position the box well. Are you okay with this? I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. All right, so we have this now. So what next? So let's highlight. I just highlighted the box. Then I highlighted the circle. Is that okay? Now we have a Pathfinder here. Click this. Very simple. Now a brief introduction. We have the unite, the minus front, the intersect, and the exclude. I believe you have an idea of how this works. And we have other divide, trim, merge, crop, and so on. So the Pathfinder for me, it's a must-know tool for all illustration artists. But anyways, there are other ways of doing this. So we have this done. Okay, so don't forget we have converted this to an outline. The good thing behind this is the fact that we could pick different parts of this. I could just highlight just this part. Be sure I've created a converted outline. Okay, I could highlight just this part. I think there's a problem here. Yeah, that's a good thing with the outline. When you convert a text to an outline, what it means is that it loses its editing ability. You cannot change this I to, let's say, V or a H anymore. Okay, it's like it's as good as though you drew it with a pencil, if that makes sense to you. So at this point, I'm going to delete this. Why? Don't forget, this is our goal, right? Good. So let's say I would let's close this for now. We don't need it. I'll copy this. Just copy it. Ctrl+C. Yeah, we have that. I click this and paste. Alright, just coming to life gradually. So what's next? The next thing is this here, right? So what will I do? Don't forget to zoom in and out, hold your Alt and use your scroll, your middle mouse button. I use MMB for that when writing. Middle mouse button, LMB for left mouse button, RMB for right mouse button, if that makes sense. So I'll zoom in. You can pan, just hold your space bar, then your left mouse button LMB to drag it to position. Then we draw a circle there. Now I'm drawing a circle. I'm going to hold my shift, very important. Is that okay? And put my sheet, and I think that's cool. I don't know. Okay, let's do it. Let's use this for now. So what will I do next? I will duplicate. So I'll Ctrl+C. Now if I just do Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V, it places it anywhere, which is not what I want. If I do Alt and drag, that's not what I want. I want it to be placed on the same spot. So what will I do? Ctrl+C, instead of Ctrl+V, undo, I will use Ctrl+Shift+V. Check it out there for confirmation. We have two ellipses. I'll give it another color. You understand why? Okay, let's give it don't forget we're not using this color for now. Okay, just for the editing. So I will highlight this. Now if I hold Shift and I drag in, that's not what I want. So I'm going to hold Shift and Alt and drag from the corner. Watch what will happen. Just watch what will happen. Yes, that's what I want. Right? Then I'll highlight both of them and use my Pathfinder again. I love this tool so much. Wow. So we're getting close, right? Yeah, we're getting close, we're getting close, we're getting close. So I think at this point we might not need this anymore. All I want to do is just to bring this here. Let's see, are we getting there? I think it's better. But I think there's a difference. Sorry, there's a mistake somewhere. So I'll highlight both and I will watch group. Yeah, so that I can, you know, do some manipulation, my choice. You know what I'm saying? We'll have this there. When it comes to properties, don't forget you can align to artboard. Okay, so I want this to be at the center, align to artboard there. Yeah, but I want this to just be at the center there. So we have that. So what next? We need the digital cartoon. So as I said, we're using the same typeface but different fonts. Let's see. So let's say we're going to use, okay, let's get a character panel. Let's keep it at 45 thereabouts. Let's see. For now, let's see. So we're going to write the digital cartoon there. There is in lowercase, don't forget. Lowercase. Okay, this is turned on. Take note. Digital cartoon. Yep. So what font are we using here? Irregular we do. Ask me. I'm not sure what I used here, but let's see. So right now we need this write-up to be the exact length of the Onie 2 logo, right? So that might be difficult to do. We can't just increase until it's big enough. We can't distort it by just dragging here. So here we're going to use we're going to track. Am I correct? Yeah, tracking. Yeah. So we're going to use, let's say, about 400 until we have what we want. 450. Anyways, I think I registered 450, something like that. Am I okay with the size? I think not so bad. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the size. That should do. So I think I use a regular there, so you can see the same typeface, but we're playing with different fonts. The next thing, I would hold my Alt and drag this down to duplicate. And what's the website? The website is www.oniedigitalcartoon.com. I doubt if this exists anyway, but there's more. So Ctrl A, we have a www.onie. Maybe into Onie2 digitalcartoon.com. Okay, don't worry. I know what you have on your mind presently. We are taking this back to 0. Yeah. Okay. So I'm reducing this to about 20. No, that was too much. Okay, then I will stick with bold for this. I think I made an error here. I need to add a 2 here. Okay, I think that's alright. So let's see what we have. So I think I'm okay with this, but we're going to use a different font. which is the bold. Yeah, it's coming to life little by little. So I believe you're getting the hang of everything. So we are done with the right top per se. Let's just draw, should I say, a square with a rounded side. Okay, let's have this there. Ouch, it's not what I want, but yeah, the idea is. So we have this. Then I will need there's a different ways we can go about this too. Okay, sorry, just need the whites. Then I will need let's increase this a little bit too. Okay. So I'm okay with this though, because I need this stroke to be this shade of red, if what we chose earlier was red anyways. So I'll come here, don't forget, fill stroke, same thing with here, fill stroke. You can see when you see the sign, it means no stroke. So I'll double click this, paste the code, and we have that there. Oh sorry, I think there's an error somewhere. All right, double click, paste. Yeah, I think I have that there. So what we need to do is to send this backwards. So right click, transform, or arrange rather, send backward, send to back. Send to back means it will go to the back. All right, the layer will be the last layer there. Bring to front means the layer will be the first layer. Bring forward means the layer will move forward or upward in the layers panel. I'm talking about this. I think this will help us understand it better. So the shortcut for arrange is send. Shortcut for arrange is Ctrl+ right square bracket. Sorry, shortcut for bring forward, and the shortcut for send backward is Ctrl+ left square bracket. So we are sending backward. So Ctrl+. So let's see. I hold my Ctrl, going backward. Am I okay? I think I'm good. Now we are simply to carry out some editing here and there. So we're going to reduce, first and foremost, let's get this off first. Let's reduce this. Yeah, I think that would good. That would do. Yeah, something like that. You can see that sign there telling that it has snapped to the middle. I think I'll reduce this a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. So what's remaining for us is the pattern. So we have this there. This was created in Adobe Illustrator. It's a basic. Let me draw another artboard and just show you something quickly. Okay, there's nothing difficult with this. It's okay. Let's have a reference point. Okay, now this is not difficult. If you have been using your Adobe Illustrator, it might be difficult to beginners. Just draw a circle, another circle. The first circle is this brown color, which is the pure red. The second, the green. Play with your pen tool there, your pen tool. Just simple design, but I will not be explaining that. Okay, so let's move forward. I think we've spent about 23 minutes. All right, so what next? This is the guy, right? This is the guy we want to make as a pattern. To enable you to understand this, let me just drag this and keep here. We'll bring it in later. So this is the size we want. Now in making a pattern, make sure what you want to repeat is at its convenient size, because you're going to repeat this pattern across. Okay, using this size. But for the spacing, we can control that. First and foremost, before we can do this, we need to embed this image. Right? We need to embed this image. And to embed, go to your links panel. If you can't find your links panel, you'll find that here, links. For starters, know that any panel that has a check mark means it's active. So we have some panels here: link, layers, libraries, properties, color guide, characters, swatches, brushes, symbol, and so on and so forth. So we have them all there. So let's just move on. So I want to do this, but if you look at it carefully, it's in our links panel. Okay, I think it's already embedded because I embedded it from here. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to delete this, right? Yeah, I'm going to delete this. Yeah, look at it here. It was edited in Adobe Illustrator. So created in Adobe Illustrator, exported. So I'm going to bring this into Adobe Illustrator again as a new document so that you get the idea when I say it's. Don't forget, make it small. And yeah, I think that is too small. Yeah. We have this. Are we good? Yeah, something like this. So place it there. Whenever you see this sign, it means it's linked. You can see it linked. Linked means there's a lot I cannot do with this. I cannot use it as a pattern. There's a lot I can do with this. But first and foremost, let me talk about the difference between linked, all right, and embedded. Okay, so first, when we say something is embedded, it means it's part of this file, all right, and it's disconnected from the original file, which is this. Don't forget, I copied it from here. So right now, once I embed it, if I delete this, it does not affect it here. But for the fact that it is linked, watch something. When I move this to desktop, was that correct? When I move this to this document, and I come back to Illustrator, look at it. Some files are missing on modifying the links panel. But watch, when I Ctrl+Z, you get it back. I refresh, and I come back here, it's back. But watch now, when I embed image, first and foremost, that sign showing link is gone. Watch, when I move it to documents, nothing. It's not part of this file. I can just save this file and transfer it to somebody in the UK, and he will open it, and there will be no issue at all. Does that make sense? I believe you understand the difference between linked and embedded, and the importance of embedding Word document. So let's move. So Ctrl+Z, back. Now I don't even need, if I like delete this, whatever I want to do, there's no issue anymore. So let's move. So I'll keep this here, go to my objects, our pattern, make this where it happens. So we have 5x5. Let me just choose number 9. I have this there. If you observe it critically, I can just change this to 10. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, it was 60 point. Okay, so let's change to 30 and see what happens. Can you see now, right? So you get the idea. You get the idea of what this could do. Now, I could change brick by row. I think I like this. Brick by column, hex by column, hex by row. Wow. Let me choose this and see. When you're done, a lot could be done here. Just have fun. When you're done, click what? Done. The question is, you haven't done anything. Now let me explain something to you. When you when you do what I just did as a pattern, what you have ended up doing is that it has become a swatch. It has become part of your swatch, right? And what a swatch is store colors and patterns. Take for instance, if you look at this carefully, when I click yellow, let's get something clear. Yeah, I make sure I highlight the foreground, or the fill rather. I highlight the fill. When I go back to my swatches, where's my when I click this, it changes, right? So what happens is that when I click this, it changes. It fills it up. It's as good as a color. It's a fill now. It's playing the role of a fill, more like a pattern, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go back. So I still need this to be white. Before we use that finally, I think I want to do a kind of modification. Let's do 70 here. I want to space it out a little bit. It's up to me. It's up to you to do yours. So that is that. So I'll go back to my white and I'm good to go. Am I correct? Yeah, go back to my white. I'm good to go. So don't forget, we're still using this. But let's keep this here for now. I want to draw, let's say, a square. It depends on what I want, but let's use this type first. Then I'm going to fill it with a pattern. It's getting crazy. So I'll send to back, and what was the shortcut again? Control, I think the left bracket, square bracket, right click, move to your arrange, bring to send backward, right? So but you saw that there. So I'll come to arrange, send backward. It's control with the left square bracket. So let me use the shortcut. I love shortcut a lot. I think it's back already. So you can see it's not trimmed. So we'll go to our view, we trim. We have this, but it's still disturbing. So I will reduce the opacity. Have I made a mistake? That's an issue. Correct. I can't find my. Okay. What will happen then? Okay. Let's go. Let's keep it there for now. But for this, I'm going to use my. I'll come to my properties. If you can't find properties, don't forget, come to your window to get it there. I'm going to drop it to 10%. That was what I did. That was it basically. We have this here, and are we good to go? What's the difference? I think there's nothing. So that is the only true digital cartoon. Then because I might add more design, I might say okay, hey, let's lock this because it's already the background. I don't need it anymore. So I'll come here. Don't forget, in Adobe Illustrator, when you come to your layers panel, where let's check something. Okay, that's your background. So wherever you see this here, this blue, it means that the layer is active. Okay, unlike Photoshop that you just have to click and you're good to go, but here this is it there. So I'll lock this up because I don't want to select it anymore. Yeah, so we don't need this. So it's locked. I could lock this too if I want. Let's do, so I can just play around with this a little bit. So let me fine. And let's group this. So you can see I can highlight, group, and I have something like this. Then I will highlight. I will align to artboard, middle there. Then come back here and unlock. That's all. Click this, middle, and so on and so forth. I think I'm good to go. So I just want to add something else. Okay, lock, fine. I can say okay, let's just add something else here. Adds, and okay, add Onie, right? Onie digital cartoon. Yes, I think that's Onie digital is enough. Don't forget an assumption. Nothing like this exists. And keep it somewhere here. Of course, make it small. Let's see what we can do. Go to our character panel. Where is my character panel? Drop this to like 25 to about. So that's, then of course use regular font. Regular. I would love to use a semi-bold if I had a semi-bold, but the medium is not working for me. I don't know. It's about you. The medium, okay. Not bad. I think for hierarchy's sake that is good. So this is not the best of a business card that you can go for. It's just an introduction. Just an introduction to some things you can do in Adobe Illustrator. So let's save. To save this file, export. Now we have different ways to save here. Let's try the export as and see what this does. So export as doesn't have, okay, that's a JPEG. Let's call this your Onie to logo 1. Right, you can see. So let's export. Why I like using this is for the fact that, just like Photoshop, if you have used Photoshop before, when you export a JPEG, it gives you this quality slider that you can slide down and up, which is cool for me. CMYK, of course, I'm going to be using 300 because it's CMYK, which means it's for print, even I'm not printing, but you get the idea. Then I will okay this, and we should have it somewhere there. Okay, it's here already. Okay, so sorry, also word of notes, let's do something here. When you're clicking using the export as, don't forget to check this use artboard. Right, check it there. Right, so let me show you the difference now, why that is important. So this is your Onie to logo 2, so let's export. Let's keep everything simple. Okay, all right, now look at the difference here. The difference is that at first, when I did not check use artboard, it exported everything that was on the screen, the main artboard, this write-up and everything, which is not what I wanted. But when I checked use artboard, let's see what happens. You get the idea now. We are having this, the Onie 2 digital cartoon, www.onie2digitalcartoon.com at Onie digital, basically. So let's see if you export using this other option, export for screens. I prefer using this for logos. Yeah, for logos, because let me show you an example. I have many artboards, for example, and yeah, for logos, and maybe I'm doing a design that requires so many artboards. I might need to export 3 artboards, 4 artboards. Let's say we have an artboard here. I think that's it. That should be it. We have one here. We have one here. We have another one here with different designs. So when I come to file, export as, right? Export for screens here. You see that I have different artboards here. I can choose to export, okay, this and this, this and this, these two, whichever one. So now I'm exporting just this. But the good thing now is that, I have different options of JPEG. I go with JPEG 100. Of course, not full document, right? It's not full document. You don't want full document. So all, I'm just exporting. I will uncheck this because I just need this artboard. And another downside of this is that this does not give me the option to save my artwork. Sorry, to save it by renaming. When I use the other way of exporting, I have the option of, okay, giving it a name, but this will automatically be named or labeled artboard 1, which I think is a downside, but everything that has advantage has its advantages, right? So let's move. So I click export, right? They are telling me to rename because I already have something I labeled artboard 1. Hope you get the idea now. So that is the downside. But it's artboard 100. So let's say I'll change this to 80. You can see that I don't know, maybe there's a way of naming the file, but for now, or to the best of my knowledge, there's no way. So export artboard. I think that is done. So whichever one, now let's see. This is 723 kilobytes. This is 3.20 MB. Wow. What does that tell you? This is even 5.92 MB. Now let's check something here. For this one, it sticks to the basic, it sticks to the pixel dimension or resolution that I imputed in, which is 1050 by 600, 1050 by 600. But here, right, you can see because I increased quality, it went to 6000 by 30 by 3616. Just in case you're not seeing it, let me show you clearly. Properties. You can see that, right? Yeah, let's go down a little bit. This was not what I wanted, but this gave me what I wanted, details, and I have this there. I believe you now understand why I said I love using this method, export for screens, right? Export still has its advantage when I need to increase quality and so on and so forth. So I think we've come to the end of this tutorial, and down on your screen we have the final input of our work. It is beautiful, it's up to you, but it's simple, basic and professional. At least it has given you a basic hands-on experience as it concerns designing a simple logo, some nuggets in resolution, dimensions, and picking a picking a resolution size, in quality, in using the Pathfinder, in the patterns, and linking and words, embedding. So thanks for watching. I want to say thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Share the video and stick around for more videos like this. Once again, this is Cre8tiverse, the home of innovation, creation, and inspiration. Thank you.